Hey all, Dennis here. I want to talk to you about conspiracies. Actual conspiracies. First of all, let's make sure that we all agree on just what a conspiracy is. An example. Family members want to throw you a surprise birthday party. So your family members will conspire together to put together this surprise birthday party. Now, part of that conspiracy involves getting you out of the house for a few hours. So a couple of the family members or friends will take you to a movie or someplace to get you out of the house for a little while. Now, after you've been out of the house a couple hours, you start to get suspicious about what's going on. So you start and you kind of suspect that they are conspiring to keep you out of the house. So you come up with some theories as to why they are conspiring to keep you out of the house. This is where we get a conspiracy theory. Now you come up with some ideas, and as long as you don't mention surprise birthday party, you're probably not going to get much pushback. They're going to let you think whatever you want to think. But as soon as you say surprise birthday party, that's where you start getting pushback. Then they're going to start saying, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. That would never happen. You're crazy. Yeah, you're going to get that kind of response when you start getting close to the truth. We have a very similar thing happening right now in the news media. This goes back to the WikiLeaks email dump from Hillary Clinton's campaign manager, John Podesta. There have been references in his emails to some pretty bizarre things that people really haven't been able to quite figure out just what in the world he's talking about. It obviously was some kind of code because the sentences didn't make any sense. But they did seem to refer to pizza a lot. So people started trying to figure out what this code is. And some people seemed to think it had something to do with children in some illegal activity, just from the words that were being used. Now, that's all theory. That's where you get your conspiracy theory. The conspiracy was the emails. The theory is what those emails mean. So at this point, we have theories. Now, remember my birthday example. If your theory as to why you're being kept out of the house, if your theories, none of them mention birthday party, then you're not going to get much pushback. But as soon as you mention birthday party, then you're going to get a lot of pushback. Well, we're seeing the pushback in the news media right now. All of your usual suspects, the Hillary Clinton crime syndicate of news media, that's your New York Times, Washington Post, and all the major news networks minus Fox, are all part of this conspiracy. You know, they are all part of the conspiracy that fixed the Democratic primary for Hillary Clinton. They are all part of the conspiracy that has gone after Donald Trump, possibly fixed some of the debates, and most notably gave us false polling information leading up to the election. You know, that's all part of a conspiracy, not a theory, but a factual conspiracy. We know they did it. There's no denying they did it. Well, now that same group of news media is now circling the wagons to go after anybody talking about these references to pizza in John Podesta's emails. And you have to think, why? If the theories are totally wrong and have no relevance of truth, you'd have to think that they would just let people go on thinking whatever they want to think. But just like in my birthday party example, when they start getting near the truth, that's when you get pushback. And right now, we're seeing a coordinated effort, a coordinated pushback to anybody who is associating these emails with illegal activity involving children. If there was no truth, we wouldn't be seeing this pushback. I mean, there's no election going on right now. The elections are over. Why not just let the story die? No. There's this coordinated effort to attack, discredit anybody who's talking about this story. And it's not just in the news media. It's also spread to social media. Twitter is deleting tweets about this story. YouTube, through Google, is deleting videos in regards to this story. YouTube is sending violation notices to its content providers who are talking about this issue, threatening to eliminate their YouTube channel. Why? If this is false, I mean, we have false stories all the time. Just look at just go into your grocery store and look at all the tabloid stories. And we've always known them to be false. There's never been a coordinated effort to denounce any of those newspapers, but there is a coordinated effort right now to denounce the content, the theoretical content of these emails, the theories that are coming from that content. So we'll have to see where this goes, but I'm not mentioning the actual name of the conspiracy, because since YouTube is deleting videos for mentioning that conspiracy theory, I'm not going to mention that conspiracy theory, but I think you all pretty well know what I'm talking about. And just in case, the initials are PG.